takes the number 95, the Rainbow Rentals number 95. Here comes Leclerc as he now does battle with flying Fred Astle. Leclerc trying to take over the second spot. In his rookie year, he is already in the Chad Chace, right in tow. Chace with a little contact on Len Ellis.
While this is all going on, Billy Manchester checked out Fred Astle slideways off of turn number 2, able to hold it on, but not before he loses a spot to Chad Chace. But look at the lead Billy Manchester's been able to get on everybody else. Bobby Leclerc trying to hold on a second. Martin looks to the inside off of turn number 2, trying to get that spot. But he's got to be patient, as the patience pays off now. Bobby Leclerc slips up, drifts up high, opens up that bottom groove, but Martin can't take advantage. He settles back in for third as the top 6 run nose to tail. Now Martin gets a good run on the inside of the 42 of Leclerc. Leclerc washes up the Speedway, back to third, trying to squeeze in a line. Can't get it done as Chad Chace is right there in that black number 46. Front of the field starting to pull away from the rest of the pack. The top 6 have pretty much distinguished themselves right now. Chad Chace extremely loose. Contact is made. Chace into Leclerc. Leclerc goes around. Caution is out for the first time. Getting ready for a restart now. 7 laps in the record books. Green flag is back out. Hutch able to rejoin the field as we go to green. Side Manchester tries to hold on as the 81 of Bobby Tripp goes around, does a complete 360, finally takes his foot out of it and gets it straightened out.
Well, Dave Poirier brings the 34 back to the pit area. Troubles continue for him. The hood begins to come up on the 83 car of James Whitehead. The duct tape has come off the front. He is going to probably bring that to the pit area. Here comes Len Ellis down the bottom side of Fred Astle once again. The occasional puff of smoke does not seem to be slowing Ellis down as he runs in the 4th spot.
Manchester continues to hold on to that 2nd position as Chad Chace hounds the back bumper. And behind them, the battle for 4th. Freddie Astle still can't do anything on the outside. That car is probably burnt up the right rear tire. Len Ellis trying to hold on to the inside. Freddie trying to get some momentum going on the outside.
How much downforce and wind do you have at the Seekonk Speedway? Take a look at Freddie Astelle's hood. As fast as as slow as you think they're going, the wind is actually pushing the hood down in the front of Fred Astelle's car. So there is aerodynamics to speak of here, not much, but it does come into play. So if you do have a car with the front end ripped off, it does not run as good as a full-bodied race car. Full-bodied race car continues to walk away with this race. Rick Barton now begins to stretch the lead out a little bit over Billy Manchester. Here comes the shock, Chad Chace. Chace now in the 3rd spot. Might just be riding around waiting for the halfway mark to make his move.
Martin starting to pull away from Billy Manchester, about 3 car lengths as he comes off at turn number 4. This time by 15 laps will be complete. And the top 3 starting to pull away from Len Ellis and Freddie Astle. Wayne Dion has got his hands full. He has not been able to mount a serious challenge on the 87 of Cavallero as Mike Astle goes around off of turn 2. Rolls that car into the infield. We stay under green.
A little bit of contact between the 77 of Alan McClure and the 28 of Todd Henshaw and Magnus Autobody. Number 28, here comes Vinny Inarumo and the other part of the Superpowers team, Eddie San Angelo. These two have not really mounted a charge all day in the San Angelo Buick and the Motion Motors cars.
Sitting deep in traffic and the back of the field, almost 3 wide down into 3 as Vinny Inarumo took a look underneath Henshaw. Now he's got a good run going. And the Rhode Island drive shaft number 10 right in the tire tracks of Eddie San Angelo. Top 3 continuing to pull away from the rest of the field as the 15 of Mike Astle gets in front of Len Ellis. Freddie Astle gets to the inside, and that's the battle for 4th. That's the biggest battle we have right now, is Freddie Astle trying to get by Len Ellis, who are behind the lap car of Mike Astle.
Another call you got to give out to is Mike Cavallaro. And around goes the 10 car as well as the 42, Bobby Leclerc, Eddie San Angelo, both cars. San Angelo gets going, but Bobby Leclerc again has that car spun. And after such a good first half of this 100-lap series, in the first 50 lapper, Bobby Leclerc finds himself in the infield
We've got the 24 of Radical Rick Martin looking for win number 1 in the season. Here in this second feature event, the 95 of Billy Manchester looking for his first ever Pro Stock win, and the 46 of Chad Chace. Started where he started last year, in victory lane. We'll see if he can complete the task. Today, we're back underway. Well, Manchester got caught up in that second groove, and what happened there was here comes Chad Chace on the inside. Chace up to second, flying Fred Astle, trying to follow through on the inside. He's up to third off of turn number 4. Dion trying to mount a challenge on Len Ellis, but Ellis is able to shut the door and gather in for 5th. Off of turn 4 they come. Radical Rick Martin continues to set the pace. Chace takes a look down low, but Martin's able to shut the door. Chace trying to get the momentum back and look to the outside. A little bit of a push off the corner has Martin, as Chace took another look to the inside, but couldn't get it done that time. And here comes Fred Astle to the inside.
Well, the Westport natives now have the Somerset driver in a sandwich. As Fred Astle now tries to step up to run up underneath the bottom side of Chad Chace. Halfway, this time by 25 laps down, 25 to go. Rick Martin leads him back to the line. Coming from the back, they'll continue. Nice quiet run is the 77 of Alan McClure. That's the Palm Landscaping. Bumper to bumper number 77 of Peter Palm. That car just quietly riding around. Bobby LeClaire now is tucked up behind him. The top four cars. Martin, the 46 of Chace, the 14 of Flying Fred Astle, and the 95 of Billy Manchester. 3 car lengths back to Len Ellis in the 41, the March Parts 41, and about 3 car lengths back to the 99 of Wayne Dion. Another 3 car lengths to the 87 of Mike Cavallaro, and then back to the 42 of Bobby LeClaire, who now gets under Alan McClure. Working his way under McClure now is the 15 of Mike Hassel, and to the Anarumo, St. Angelo, and Bobby Tripp.
Well, it's crunch time now, and if you've got anything left in the bag, it's time to pull it out. Less than 20 laps remain in this 50-lap feature event, the second, and look at Billy Manchester, look to the inside of Fred Astle. Both cars a little bit of contact just to let him know he's there. Off of turn number 2 they go. They're a nose to tail. 3 car lengths behind Chad Chace. Chace all alone in second place, about 3 car lengths behind Radical Rick Martin. Martin sets a pace, and if this one goes green the rest of the way, well, unless something breaks, he may come home the winner. Chad Chace trying to make it 2 in a row tonight, with Freddie Astle looking to get back into victory lane, but he's got a lot of pressure from Manchester. Manchester continues to look to the low side, off the corners, but so far has not been able to mount a serious challenge.
Nobody really challenging in the top 4 spots, 5 spots, 6. All the way back to the 7th car of Mike Cavallaro, who is now racing with Bobby LeClaire and Mike Hassel. Hassel starts to make his move toward the front. Here comes Bobby Tripp. He starts to pick his way back to the front after a spin early in the race. He now goes to the outside of Mike Hassel. 2 cars that have not even begun to make their way to the front. Vinny Anarumo and the 10 of Ed St. Angelo. These were 2 cars that were figured into being part of the championship, and they have not even stepped up yet.
Well, you know, Bobby Tripp probably has the freshest tires of anybody. He didn't get much time in the first race. Matter of fact, he finished last after an accident. Now he's mounting a challenge late in this race. He's got probably about 40 laps less than everybody else on his tires. The only problem is, unless we have a couple of cautions to bunch up this field, he's out of time.
The time is everything that Rick Martin needs, as he's just out there riding around. He now looks to go to the outside of Dave Poirier and put him a lap down. Lets Poirier know he's there. Now tucks to the bottom side of Dave Poirier. Car goes around. Vinny Anarumo goes around out of turn number 2. The car does not appear to fire up now. We're waiting. The yellow finally coming out. Anarumo was not able to fire the car up.
So clinch green flag given to the field that time, looking for the green. as they come across the stripe. 39 laps completed, 11 laps remain in this second of two Dave Lind Classic 50-lap Pro Stock feature events. Eddie Martin looks him over off the corner, likes what he sees, lets him go. And does Chad Chace have anything for Rick Martin? Down into 1 and 2 they go. Door handle to door handle off the corner.
Well, if anybody's got anything for Rick Martin, it's Chad Chace. He goes up to the outside. They are now tied out of 3 and 4 at the stripe. Back to the line. Martin has it. Chace not going to give up that easy. The man waiting in the wings, Fred Astle. He tucks to the bottom side of Chad Chace. The car slips up. The car slips up. He now settles at third. Chace settles back in a second. Was Chad Chace showing all his cars, or was he just testing the waters on the outside to see if he can get around Rick Martin? The laps begin to wind down. Now is the time when you got to start your move. Get the front. Contact mid-pack between the 87, the 15, and the 81. Vinny Inarumo never rejoined the field. That's going to hurt him drastically in the point battle.
Top 7 cars have single filed themselves out and pretty much settled into groove. The only car on the move right now, the 81 of Bobby Tripp, goes to the outside of Mike Cavallaro as they hit through 3 and 4. Off at turn 4 he comes, but Mike Cavallaro has been running very strong today as a top 10 in the first race, looking for a top 10 in the second one as well. This time by, Eddie Martin waves to the field as he goes by. He's not saying hi, he's letting them know there's 5 laps remaining.
5 more laps for the G-Lopes, New England Recycling, car number 24. The car now out of 3 and 4 with 4 to go. This time by Chad Chace, about a car length and a half behind. The same distance back to Fry and Fred Astle and the 95 of Billy Manchester. San Angelo runs side by side. McClure, the 28 of Todd Headshaw, the 2 of Scully, and the 34 Dave Poria. This time by for your leader, the G-Lopes Construction Gang, as Bobby Leclerc tries to hold on as he heads down the back straightaway. The back end came out, able to hold on, didn't lose any positions. Remember, Mike Astle is 2 laps down. Red flag is out. One more time around. Rick Martin heads down the back straightaway for the final time. Off at turn number 4 he comes. Checkered flag is high in the air, and Rick Martin wins round number 2, chasing for second. Astle is third, fourth is Manchester, with Len Ellis and Wayne Dean rounding out the top 6. Bobby Leclerc is 7th in his second Pro Stock feature. Well, Kevin, that's going to pretty much set the stablemates for the 1999 season. It's going to be between Rick Martin and Chad Chace, much as last year. Martin now brings the G-Lopes Construction, New England Recycling, car number 24 to the start-finish line. Covers photos of Frank and Hella, videos doing their thing down on the track side. Young man Rocky bringing the track checkered flag down to Rick Martin to take his victory lap. Gary and Gilly Lopes pick up right where they left off last year with their driver, picking up a win. That's the 1998 track champion looking to pick up his 1999 track championship as well.
Now going into this year, there are 3 drivers that have 3 championships apiece. No other driver has more than 1. So we'll see if one of those 3 drivers, actually 2 of them in competition in 1999. Norm Holden not with us this year, but we'll see if Vinny Inarumo or Rick Martin can pick up number 4, or will we have a brand new champion?
Congratulations on winning the second step.
Thank you.
just couldn't seem to get a rhythm. Every time I stepped on the gas, there was nothing. Then it would go wide open, and just couldn't seem to get smooth. I was waiting to get spun out, but luckily we got enough power. The car was handling good. We hung in there.
Well, it was a good day for you. Of course, you guys are probably going to leave open the question of which one of the two super running cars is going to be the winner here until the end of the season, because the way you and Chad have been going at each other today.
Yeah, nobody's going to give up easy, that's for sure. It's going to be a fight all the way down, and it's good to have a couple good, clean races with him today. It feels good. Like running.
We'll see if Vinny Anarumo or Rick Martin can pick up number 4, or will we have a brand new champion in 1999? Give him a big wave as he goes by, ladies and gentlemen. Your second Pro Stock feature event winner, Rick Martin, and of course Chad Chace hot on the tail. The role reversal of round number 1.